Now, actor and filmmaker Tyler Perry sued for $260 million over sexual harassment allegations. The complaint filed in Los Angeles accuses Perry of creating a, quote, coercive, sexually exploitative dynamic with actor Derek Dixon. Dixon was in two of Tyler Perry's shows, The Oval and Ruthless. In a statement to NBC News, Perry's team says this appears to be nothing more than setting up a scam, calling the allegations fabricated claims. Let's bring in NBC.
So I was originally going to do a video about Tyler Perry, and I was going to talk about his new movie Straw, and how, just like every other Tyler Perry movie, it's just about some woman, always a black woman, going through some type of traumatic event, dealing with somebody abusing her. She may have been sexually assaulted. You know, a lot of people say SA'd on their YouTube channels. No, here at Woke Progressive, we say sexually assaulted, because we're not a bunch of pussies, okay? You know, I hate that. I know that's a side note, but, you know, you ever heard that? People say, she was SA'd. Oh, my God, what a pussy. All right, so, but that's always the narrative in these Tyler Perry movies. The woman was sexually assaulted, beat, brutalized, whatever. And it creates this culture of victimization. And you see this culture of victimization not just within the Tyler Perry movies. At one point, it was just within the Tyler Perry movies. Now it's kind of extended to the real world. You can't run into a woman nowadays, especially a black woman, but a lot of white women too. But you can't run into a woman nowadays without her saying, I was abused. He used to beat me. He hit me in the face. He was narcissistic. That's one of the big ones they like to use. He was narcissistic. And I hate it so much. And they like, he was mentally abusive. Mentally abusive. Why didn't you just leave? He manipulated me. They will come up with every excuse to stay with the abuser. Not all women, okay? But we're talking about the average woman who just constantly, perpetually claims victimhood status no matter what. Any excuse not to take any responsibility whatsoever. She'll say she got abused, but she won't tell you how she used to beat him across the head with knives. All right, she won't tell you any. Just always the victim. I think part of that comes from this victimhood porn that Tyler Perry produces, and that's all the movie was about. And so I was going to talk about that and how it has wider cultural impacts and why that matters. But I didn't get to do that much research on it because I started popping up. I started running in to stories and stories started popping up of Tyler Perry likes white boy butt. And I said, what? Tyler Perry likes white boy butt? And there was an article that came out. Various news sites are reporting on it. Tyler Perry, sexually assaulted some white boy named Derek Dixon. Tyler Perry was sending all type of inappropriate text messages, flying the dude out to the Bahamas, dangling TV shows in his face, saying, "Look, I'm going to dangle this TV show in your face, and then I'm going to dangle my penis in your face, and then you're going to suck it. And if you don't suck it, you're not going to get the TV show." And it turns out that Tyler Perry was so good at writing those movies about women being the victims because he's a victimizer. He victimized the poor white boy. And it didn't really surprise me that it turns out that Tyler Perry is gay. I mean, it turns out that a man that's been putting on dresses the past 20 years, calling himself Medea, it turns out he's gay. Wow, big surprise, America. If you guys didn't figure that shit out about Tyler Perry 15 years ago, then just stop watching TV and get with the real world. A lot of you, your problem is you look at too much TV. You watch TV, period. TV is nothing but a bunch of propaganda. I haven't looked at TV, real shit. I haven't legitimately looked at any TV shows since like 2012, 2013, since I was like 18, 19 years old. I don't believe in watching propaganda. I don't believe in looking at propaganda. Now, every once in a while, there's this show called Black Mirror. I like to look at it occasionally. But if I'm looking at a TV show, it has to be sending a wider cultural message. You should be doing the same thing. If you're watching a television show, you should be not just watching it for the sake of entertainment. You should be looking at the deeper social message that's engraved within that TV show, because every TV show has it. Okay, they're not going to let something air on TV without it sending a wider cultural message. And you have to decipher and figure out what that is and whether or not it's something positive. Tyler Perry, the wider cultural message in his filth of TV shows is pro homosexuality, pro black women claiming a victimhood status, and black men should stop being mean to poor old black women, stop being a bunch of narcissists. And the problem with that is if all the black women are claiming to be victims, if all the black women are claiming, I was sexually assaulted, I was beat, he was a narcissist. If everybody's claiming it, then nobody can be that thing. It then loses its value. If everybody's a victim, then nobody's a victim. That's one of the many harms of consuming media like Tyler Perry. Like I said, there's also a lot of pro-gay propaganda in his movies, especially his movies within the last 3, 4, 5 years. Lots of LGBT propaganda. And it should not come out as a surprise that he likes white boy butt. It shouldn't be a surprise that Tyler Perry likes white boy butt, because he hates black women. And you want to know how he hates black women? Someone who hates black women isn't going to sound like me, okay? They're not going to make the type of videos I make. I make videos being hypercritical of black women because of the treacherous state that they're in right now. They're in so treacherous of a state, nobody's talking about it, nobody's dealing with it in a real world way. And that's going to actually fix anything. Especially, and you may have a couple of, low subscriber YouTube channels like mine and a couple of others that talk about it. But on a wider scale culturally, nobody's talking about it. And we're in such a bad state amongst black women, in the mind, mentally, spiritually, we're in such a bad state. And don't tell me therapists, start using therapists. No, it ain't got shit to do with therapy. I'm going to punch a nigga in the face next time you say something about therapy. It's not therapy. It's spiritual. It's a disconnection from God. And we need people like Tyler Perry who have his kind of platforms to tell black women the truth. He sees the truth, just like you see the truth, and just like I see the truth about what's happened to black women. Tyler Perry sees it. The thing is, he hates black women. He wouldn't give a damn if the message he's pushing is not something that's going to create some kind of real world positive results for black women. He doesn't care if he's feeding them this poison. Hell, he mocks black women. His whole caricature of Madea is a complete mockery of black women. And what do you bitches do? I'm sorry, I know I call you bitches, but I still love you. Just because I call you bitches, that's just how real people talk, okay? So, no, at least I'm not mocking you, putting on the just thing. I'm gonna shoot you in the face if you don't if you don't get out of my parking spot. And what do black women do? Tyler Perry's so crazy. Tyler Perry's so crazy making fun of us. Woke doesn't do that. Now, I might do it a little bit, but it's funny when I do it because I'm trying to help you, baby. Tyler Perry is mocking you. And while he makes billions of dollars off of you, while he creates his studios in gay Atlanta, literally the gayest city in the United States, he's got his studios in gay Atlanta. And he's bankrolling off of making fun of black women, making a caricature of black women. He's bankrolling his white boy booty lovers. And he's sexually assaulting them. He's not essaying them. He's sexually assaulting them and calling himself a top. That's what he calls himself. It's in the text messages. Tyler Perry calls himself a top. And he's not even, he's having sex with the white boys. He has a deep, dark sick attraction to white male buttocks and white male booty hole. And this is who you support. Come on. If you've been watching Woke Progressive, you would have been hipped on this nigga a long time ago. But keep watching me. Keep watching me. You'll keep learning about the future. I'll keep exposing these so-called cultural icons and why they're so bad. Nonetheless, let me know what you think about this video in the comment section. And remember to like, subscribe, share, and as always, stay woke.